Welcome back, friends. Don't forget, this is the August Birthday Bash giveaway month, so don't forget to leave a comment to give you a chance to win a game. Welcome, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for the one-shot. Today we're playing Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. This is a point-and-click game done kind of the style of Telltale, and it is based on a book. So the question is, should you read the book first or play the game first? I think if you're playing a game, you should play the game first, then read the book. Here's what I know. This game has me engrossed. From the start, I was interested, and I'm very much interested. I've only played about 3 hours of this game. I like it a lot. So what happens here with Steam is you buy the game. Right now, there's only the first book, and over time, the second book will come out. What's important is, you already own the game, so you're going to get the book when it gets released. And then there's the third one. So this is episodic, except you're already going to own it all. It just has to wait for you. You just have to wait for it all to come over. To come out. That's what's going to happen here. That's how it works. So those are the 3 different books. These are the 3 different parts for the book. We're going to do it now. So we're going to start the book, because what I feel is the best point for this game to show off is the prologue. So here we go. Not the tutorial. Play the prologue here. This is actually a point in history, apparently. Sharing England. 11:35. Oh, this game's fully voiced, by the way. Very good voice work. The sound, the art, this whole thing is beautifully crafted. I really like what I'm playing here.
This should do. How do you feel?
Oh, can't complain. After all, there's a cozy tree in my back.
But I promise, this will be the last fire. After tonight, it won't be trees anymore, but walls and a roof. In Shiring, I will find a job.
What if the bishop wants to hire you for life? To keep his palace in shape? Maybe strengthen the town's defenses. Plain things, Tom Builder. Just walls and roofs.
There. Took me a lifetime to find some dry ones in this wet. Why didn't we just use your staff? That old thing would have done nicely.
Because that thing is precious. It's not made to burn. And we might be able to sell it. Right, now let's see if this does the trick.
Alright, so here we are. So this game is from Daedalic. They're the ones who made the Deponia series and Memoria and other games like that. So they know what they're doing with these games. So here's what it is. Left click is interact with things. Right click is what his thoughts on things. All I need is a few good sparks. Flint and steel should do the trick.
Hurry up, I'm freezing.
It's good that I always have some with me. Now you hold space and you can see everything you can interact with. This is all we can interact with, so click on it.
Yeah, it should be dry enough.
I told you.
And do it. Oh, whoops, my bad. Item. Bring the item over.
Dear. I'll keep you warm.
So here we go.
Martha, you want to cut up some turnips? We'll be making soup.
If it helps.
Alfred, you go and look for water.
We could just eat snow.
No, it'll be proper water for my family. You sit, I'll take care of it.
You still haven't answered my question, Tom Builder. What if the bishop offered you a job like they did in Exeter? Something that is beneath your craft, but pays for a lifetime. Easy work.
Well, building something is never easy.
You know what I mean. After Exeter, you said I could create something that matters, something that stands for eternity, or I could die setting up houses and sheds. But what if houses and sheds would feed your family? Would you stay this time, or would you keep on looking?
You know I could do so much more.
You said the same thing then, and look where it brought us. Just promise me you'll think about it.
Tom the Builder is a man with ambition. He likes to build, he's really good at it, and he wants to build a cathedral. And he drug his family out from where they were so he can go somewhere else to build a cathedral. Because they just want him to just be a guy that built the fences, so...
Maybe we can sell the baby.
Alfred!
I'm joking. Don't listen to me.
He's just reading different things. His thoughts on his family. Those are the last turnips. If they don't get work tomorrow, they'll have to start begging. His son's become stubborn, but he's a good boy. And there's his wife.
Stupid snow. Why did it have to come down just now?
Should never have left.
Well, we're here now. Guess there's no use complaining. Can you see the sun yet?
No, but Martha...
Don't distract me. I'm working.
So you can learn about this staff here. So it's a Ganam or whatever. So this is the time we are. This is time in history, apparently. And this is a staff, and it's supposed to be, you can use this thing to tell where east is and for measuring things. That's cool. Fire. We gotta get this bucket for melting ice or snow, whatever we're gonna use. Gotta talk to our son.
Alfred.
What? Aren't you supposed to get water? I am not keen on eating rotten leaves tonight.
Alfred!
Let him slide.
Don't mind him, dear. Boys must act tough if they want to get by.
Is that so?
But what this game is about is just, it's a richness of the characters and everything around
And
it.
how's my little girl holding up?
I don't have time for holding up. I have to cut up our dinner.
You're a steadfast lass, Martha.
Thank you.
So this game is played over, each chapter is a different character. The prologue is Tom the Builder, but the main story is going to be a bunch of other characters. 3 main characters is my understanding.
I like Salisbury. I wish we had stayed.
I'll be right back.
I know.
In the 3 hours I played, I've been Tom the Builder, Philip, who's the first chapter, and then a boy named John? I think it was John. Can't believe I forgot his name all of a sudden.
Couldn't I get a job when we arrive in Shiring?
You're a little girl.
You can all help. We'll get through this together.
Off we go. So we're deep in the woods. Crows, pesky beasts. I hope they stay away from our camp. Frozen puddle. A frozen puddle of water. They deserve better than that. If we cook it, it'll be fine. Dirty snow. Plain snow. Dirtied with crow muck. There must be something better. We walk around here. A rock. Strong granite. If broken down properly, these would make a wonderful portius. Or just another plain, boring door. Porticus. Plain snow. There we go. So we're going to go deeper into the forest.
It's just more woods down that way.
And down here. Now, the way this game works is you're actually following, of course, a book. So it's kind of like, of course, Telltale, where
No getting through there.
you can, of course, you do this and that to affect the journey there, but eventually you do hit this conclusion. And I believe that's going to be the same thing for this game, where you can do a bunch of stuff on the way, but eventually the conclusion, of course, is how the book ends. And probably the major events in the book are the same, but you can affect a bunch of stuff in between, is my understanding.
Houses and sheds.
Oh yeah,
Walls and roofs.
there'll be times in the game where you gotta time these.
I could do so much better. But I have to feed my family.
What's keeping you?
All right, we got the water or the ice. Off we go. All right, here we go. And here we are, bring the bucket back to our family. And upcoming is the reason why I'm showing you the prologue. The reason why, what shot me right into this game, like, oh, hello, this is interesting. I like a good narrative, I like a good story. And coming up is really well done. Right here.
And did you think about what I asked you?
Dreaming of building a cathedral was foolish. When we get to Shiring, I'll take the job.
Why is a cathedral so special?
Well, you've seen a few. You should know.
Yes, but there are so many already. Why do you have to build another one? Is it because God needs more houses?
May I?
If you must.
Well,
Start with the walls.
actually, a cathedral isn't so different from any other house. It always starts simple, with some walls.
And on top of that, you put a roof.
Very good. A roof to keep off the rain, and walls to keep up the roof. Together that makes one big, long, but dark room. Like a cave.
Put in the windows.
So of course you may want some light coming in.
Windows.
Right. So the people inside can see what they're doing.
I think you forgot something. People can't get in if there are only walls.
We need some doors.
Right. That's why we mustn't forget the doors. And not only doors, but a big and impressive one to let in as many people as possible. By now we've carved quite a few holes in our cathedral. Unfortunately, not every building can carry a roof like that and have so many windows.
So what do we do?
Good and solid work. That's what we do. If we don't want our cave to collapse, we have to make everything perfect. Not only strong, but consistent and perfectly even. The walls, the roof, the windows, everything perfectly proportioned.
You shouldn't say big words like proportioned when talking to a child.
What does it mean?
It means beauty. Well, it means not only will it keep them dry, it will give them hope. Like this?
No! So the cathedral scene was my favorite. Then this happens. Oh no!
The baby is coming.
But it's not due. Have your waters broken yet?
Soon after we started walking this morning.
You should have told me.
I'm so tired. I don't believe I can bring it into the world.
Oh, look at all the blood.
Okay, here we go. Help your wife. Okay. Wife, okay. In here, look around. Kids.
Children?
Martha!
Martha?
We're going to need some reeds soon.
Collect some reeds and make me 2 lengths of string, each big enough for a necklace.
What for?
You'll see.
What about me?
Bigger fire.
Go and collect more wood. Let's have a bigger fire.
More wood?
Do what your father tells you.
Yes, Mother.
Go, boy! Alright, what can I do to help?
Right, what can I do to help?
Cover me.
I'll look around. Blanket. Or cloak.
Let me cover you.
I put more wood on the fire.
Can you feel the warmth?
Yes.
You tell the boy?
Alfred,
Some warm water?
get more water. Take snow if you must to make it warm.
Right.
High pressure situation here. Tell her a story.
Remember when Martha was born? And the Lady Isabella acted as midwife.
You were building a chapel. And you asked her to send her maid to fetch the midwife from the village.
Yeah, and she said, that drunken old witch will let her deliver a literal wolfhound pups. But she took us to our own chamber. Poor Lord Robert could not go to bed until Martha was born.
Huh? Hold her.
Oh, your hands are cold.
I could warm them for you.
No. Stay here. Please.
Alright. Tell her no story.
I'd say for a year as bad as this one, we've managed quite well.
You lost your work. And then Martha almost got killed by that pig thief. You call that well?
I know. But we're still here for each other, aren't we? Holding together as a family. Us builders aren't carved out of measly wood. Never were.
You expect a lump of granite to come falling from my legs?
I wouldn't be surprised.
The water's warm now.
Put it next to me.
It's not long now. Be ready.
Alright. Look around. Metal pallet. There we go. Warm hands. Hold her.
I'm here with you.
I know. It's coming! Help me, Tom! It's coming!
I can see it.
It looks horrible.
He's perfect. A perfect boy. You're still bleeding.
It's all right. It will stop soon. Tom,
Yes?
you make a fine midwife. Did you know that? Do you remember the night I came to you? In your lodge? When you were working on my father's church?
Of course. How could I ever forget?
I never regretted giving myself to you. Never. For one moment. Every time I think of that night, I feel so glad.
Me too.
I hope you build your cathedral.
I thought you were against it.
I was. But I was wrong. You deserve something beautiful. Build a beautiful cathedral. For me.
Papa, what's wrong with her face?
Agnes. Agnes, wake up.
And she's gone. Learn the fate of this family in the main game. Well, main story, I mean. This is the story of a lot of things. How a cathedral gets built. Here's the opener to the game. based on the novel, The Pillars of the Earth. Those are the three main characters right there, I believe. At least it looks like it. Ken Follett, The Pillars of the Earth. So that was the prologue and the opener. To show a minute of the first act. They show you these things. You want your cathedral to bring hope. Your residents accept just any job the bishop might offer. You were forgiving of Alfred's behavior. You did your best to support Agnes during childbirth. You found information about Tom's past. Let's have the prologue. And then so begins the story. Do it.
The year of our Lord 1135 had come to an end. King Henry of England, son of William the Conqueror, had died. It was a time of poverty and death. In their despair, some had come to believe Christ and all his saints had gone to sleep, and that the pillars of the earth themselves had begun to crumble.
I'm assuming some of this is word for word from the book. Chuck my pony.
Is there no one to welcome us?
Who goes there? You just crossed the bridge, right? That'll be a farthing for you and a penny for your horse.
Monks and villagers don't have to pay a toll.
Sorry, I'm not good at this. I told Brother Paul. It's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
It is not much, but I can share this with you.
Just being a nice guy.
I hope now it will be easier for you to fulfill your duties.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Will you take care of my horse, brother? I've come to see Prior James.
Prior James? That's him the bells are tolling for. Leave the horse here. I'll get it down to the priory later. Fish should go nicely with that cheese.
What? Why are they ringing the bells?
Don't you know? The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
The devil has come to Kingsbridge?
Alright. Oh yeah, you can run around and use the Bible and he'll say scripture about things, which is interesting. So, I think that's all I need to show you this game. If you ain't interested, you ain't interested. If you're interested, you're interested. That's how I feel. I really want to play this game. I want to see where this story goes. I love how well drawn this whole thing is. The detail, the music, the atmosphere. It feels so good. It just feels great. And I like it. I'm up to the 3rd chapter. And, I like it. I do. I can't wait to see how this thing goes. Like, I probably want to check out the book after to see how the book does it, but I'm very interested in the concept of this idea of it's a novel and you're doing the story, you're going through that story, you can affect some of the events of it, and I wonder where this road's going to go. But it's apparently a historical kind of thing where this is about a cathedral that does get built in history. And, yeah. interested. But there you go. That right there is the one-shot from Ken Follett's, however you pronounce that name, The Pillars of the Earth. Developed by Daedalic, who's done a bunch of other point-and-clicks, so pretty good pedigree there. I had fun playing, hope you had fun watching, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.